What's up, everybody? It's Mikey B from Mikey B Cards here to talk chasing rainbows. Why on earth would anyone want to chase a rainbow? What even is a rainbow? We're going to break it down in this video right here. So let's discuss real quick before we get into the heart of it what exactly a rainbow is. So a rainbow is when you own one of each variant of the same card in an entire set. So one of the things that I'm going to show you here is the rainbow that I have of the 2018 Prizm Dalvin Cook card. And what you'll see is that there are a ton of cards in this rainbow, which made it very difficult to put together. Now you can go into other sets with other players, whether it's autographed or a base card, and there might only be 3 to 5 cards within the rainbow. There's plenty of great places where you can go and check to see how many cards exist within a set. I recommend such resources like Group Break Checklists. You can even go down into Beckett. They do articles where you can see what kind of cards are available within a set. There's lots of places where you can go to see a complete checklist, both from a hobby box perspective and the retail box, which is important to remember. We'll get to that in just a second. So, rainbow means you have one of every card, right? That's pretty awesome. In fact, actually, I think a lot of the reason people chase rainbows is because not only do you complete the set, and maybe that set is of your favorite player, or maybe it's someone from your favorite team, whatever it might be, it's a huge accomplishment, right? It's really, really cool to be able to showcase that, hey, look at this, I have one of every kind of card within this. So let's talk a little bit about when it makes sense to go after a rainbow and some things that might make it a little bit more difficult. So I want to start by showing off a couple cards that I have here from 2017 of the Chargers rookie Desmond King. So I started my rainbow kind of late with Desmond King. I wanted to collect him because he was an Iowa Hawkeye player. I really thought he was great in college. I really like his game in the pros. I ended up taking the Chargers in a lot of breaks in order to get his card, so I just kind of built it up from there. So I started with the regular contenders set, right? So here's just the base Desmond King rookie ticket auto. I have many of these. They're all stickered, so this is just one of those variations. I was also able to get the playoff ticket, which is the variant to 99, as well as the championship ticket, which is the variant to 49. What took me forever to get, though, because there just weren't any on sale. I couldn't find any on any social media or eBay, and believe me, I checked for months, but I was finally able to track one down and got my very first cracked ice version of the rookie card. So that's number 12 of 25. I was extremely happy to add this into my set. Now what you'll notice is I'm missing a couple cards within this rainbow. Most notably, I'm missing the Super Bowl ticket 1 of 1 card. So I had an opportunity to purchase that card on eBay, but the seller wanted an exorbitant amount of money for it. I was a little bummed, actually. I wrote to the seller and said, hey, I'm trying to collect the rainbow. I'm a huge fan. I'm more than happy to pay a little bit above market value in comps, but he was asking almost 2 times that amount. And the guy wouldn't fudge off of his number. So needless to say, I didn't get the 1 of 1. Hence, this rainbow is probably never going to be complete. Maybe sometime in the future I'll be able to get my hands on it, but for now, I just have to be happy with the cards that I have. The same thing happened in Optic Contenders. I decided since I can't get the 1 of 1 in the rainbow, I'll at least try to get as many as I can. So I pretty much got everything that I could in the regular contenders, so I opted to get the Optic ones as well. So we have the regular rookie ticket auto, the red variant of that, and that's going to be numbered to 75. We have the blue variant, and that's going to be numbered to 25. That's actually 25 of 25. And then I even was lucky enough to score this gold variant, which is numbered to 10, and that is 10 of 10. So in essence, I almost have a rainbow of the last off the line cards. So this was kind of like my quasi-start to a rainbow with Desmond King. So here's my best piece of advice when it comes to whether or not you should pursue a rainbow of any given player or any given card. My personal thought is, unless you have access to the 1 of 1 or you have the 1 of 1 already in your possession, finishing out a rainbow is going to be very, very hard. First off, it's just hard to find the one-on-one cards in general, even though they're unique and usually posted somewhere. They're very expensive usually, and they're very hard to get. People don't like to part with one-on-ones. That's just how it is. So the reason I ended up doing a 2018 Prizm Rainbow of Dalvin Cook was I was very lucky in a hobby box that I purchased to pull my very first one-on-one card of Dalvin. And myself, I have plenty of one-on-one cards of him, just the first one I pulled myself. And interestingly enough, my first one-on-one card ever pulled out of Prizm happened to be the one-on-one of Dalvin Cook. So I decided, you know what? I have the hardest card to find in the set. Why don't I go ahead and chase the rainbow? How hard can it be? Let me tell you, everybody in there, very, very, very hard. So let me show you just how many variations of cards there are with the 2018 Prizm product. So at first, you have to start with the retail-only stuff. So you don't really necessarily have to have this as part of your rainbow. If you want, you can only pursue the hobby versions. But I kind of feel like it's a Dalvin Cook, it's a Prizm card, doesn't matter where it comes from, it's got to be part of the rainbow. So like the barbershop pull, or the red, white, and blue as it's commonly called, Prizm, I was able to purchase that off of eBay relatively inexpensively. None of these cards are going to be numbered, and there's actually questions on how rare they are. So some of them were a lot harder to get than others. So most of these, in fact, I should say all of these came from retail packs. Some of those retail packs were specific to packs from Target. Some of them were specific to packs at Walmart. So there are different variations of the card in retail packs depending on what you got. It might be the big box, it might be a hanger pack, it might be a cello pack. There's a whole lot of different packs that Prizm offered this year. So this is the Disco Prizm version, one of my favorite versions because it's so close to the white sparkle. Another favorite of mine, this is the Green Pulsar, kind of a cool looking effect. This came out of a retail product. These were one a box. My absolute favorite is the Blue Laser. I just want some frickin' blue lasers. Once again, a subset out of the retail product. Beautiful, beautiful card. Now here's where kind of the question marks raised with how many of each were produced. I would say that probably the pink version is the most common version of the retail short prints that are available, because pink cards came, I believe, a couple or one a box, and I believe these were in the Walmart product. So pretty nice looking card, got that pink border to it. Now the green variation, the red variation, and the blue variation, depending on who you talk to, there's only a couple of these cards, like 11, or there's as many as 50. The kicker is that none of them are numbered, so I really have no idea. I just had to get my best guess. I was very lucky to find these all on eBay. I was not able to pull any of the retail cards on my own. But when you move into the hobby, I did have a lot of success because I did buy a lot of Prizm this year, and I was lucky to capture a couple of these by myself. So this is just the straight Prizm card, right? This is, there's hundreds of these in each box. Usually if you're going to open a hobby box, it's very likely within Prizm that you're going to get the vast majority of the set. So this was no problem being able to pull the base set. Now, one a box in Prizm Hobby offered these kind of silver holo cards. So the rookie cards this year were extremely expensive, extremely rare. You got to think there's, 300 cards in the set. 100 of those are rookies, one a box, and here's the one of your player. It's not numbered, but the rarity there led this to be a very tough card to get. And then you go into all the cards that were numbered within the set. So this is the really cool kind of green tie-dyed, also known as the Hyper. The Hyper is out of 275, followed by a couple die cuts, including the orange die cut, which is numbered out of 249. The blue die cut, numbered to 199. The red wave, which I think is a really, really cool card in person, that one's labeled to 149. The blue scope, which was a tough card to come by, one of the last ones that I got in the set, and that one's out of 99. My favorite of all is the green crystals, because it looks like the cracked ice. Just a gorgeous card, and that is out of 75. The last card that I was able to get in the entire rainbow is the Purple Power. That's this one right here, to 49, and it was number 4, which was his college number. That's eBay 101. And then a really, really cool card, the Camo Refractor, and that one is 225. So those were kind of the large print and short print versions, but then you also had super short print variations, including the gold. So this one is numbered out of 10. This one I was lucky enough to snag at auction on eBay. I was very happy when one came up. Finding this one was actually one of the easiest ones in the bunch, the gold vinyl. So in hobby boxes, other than the 101, this is about as cool as you can get. So gorgeous card in person. It's very similar to what is known as the Superfractor in other sets. This is out of 5. Voila. The Blue Shimmer, which is a gorgeous card. I did have this card graded. I recently got it back. The Blue Shimmer was available only in the first off-the-line product. They are out of 9, and that is number 9 of 9. I snagged this off of eBay as soon as it got posted, and it's the only one I've ever seen posted. So I was very, very happy to get this one while I could. And then, of course, the beast that started it all, the Black Finite. I also got this one graded, was very happy that it came back a 10 from PSA, but just an absolute gorgeous card, unmatched in person, beautiful 1 of 1. So there you have it. For those of you that are interested in starting a rainbow set, Prizm is a very difficult one to do. The autograph cards are more expensive, but there are fewer of them. But if you decide to do a base card, it can be pretty tough to collect the set. My advice to you is be prepared to be looking at all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as eBay consistently every day in order to look for new postings. You're probably going to see less product of things that are a little bit older. So like, for instance, if I was chasing a 2016 Prizm Rainbow, it might be a lot harder to find cards, but that's where you engage your friends in your network. That's when you go to card shows and kind of take a look at what is out there to see if you can find something. What I can tell you is that all the work and all the money does kind of pay off in the end. I was a skeptic at first, but now that I see the collection in its whole, I'm really, really proud that I was able to put this together. And of course, as soon as everything is done, Panini announces that they're going to have a special edition white sparkle set that's only available in packs that you can buy directly from them. So that means, despite how cool this is, I still have one to go. So it's a never-ending process. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about what rainbows are and the fun that they can be when it comes to collecting. It certainly is a challenge, and it's worthwhile if you want to take it up. I wish you the best of luck, and if there's any help that you need collecting a rainbow, go ahead and drop a comment right down there. Let me know what you're looking for, and I'm happy to either look at my own collection or talk to my connections to see if we have something that can help with your rainbow finds. Also, don't forget to subscribe down there in the lower right. That way you can get all my content as it becomes live. Same thing with the streaming that I do for all my breaks. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I hope you learned something. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this video and if you have any suggestions for future videos. Have a great night. Mikey B out.